quite as ill. Peace next to LONS and Quest, nice and smooth and Cypress Hill. I live and die for hip hop, this is hip hop of the day. I give props to hip hop, so hip hop hooray! Ho! Hey! Ho! Hey! Ho! Hey! Ho! Hip hop hooray! Ho! Hey! Ho! Hey! Ho! Hey! Ho! Smooth it out.
Woo! Happy Tuesday, beautiful people. Oh my God, I slept so hard last night. I slept very, very hard. I slept hard. I don't know what's happening to me. Markeisha would be very proud. I got like 8 hours of sleep. And I feel it too. Like I don't feel my best when I get 8 hours of sleep. I'm good at 6. 8, it just gives me too much. Like I feel like I got a little headache and feel a little fatigued. I don't need 8 hours. I know people say the science say you need 8 hours for the brain, but my brain don't like it. So, and I don't know why I have so much sleep. Like I don't know what the dealio is. But that part. So, anyway, good morning. Welcome to Lovebabz Lovetalk. I am Babz Rawls-Ivy. It is Tuesday morning, and a lot going on. It's a lot going on, babies. A lot going on. So, let's see. What do I got to get into? I wanted to tell you about what is happening tonight. The Black women leaders in media spaces. So I'm taking the virtual stage with Veronica Douglas Gavon. You know, she's the professor of communications over at the University of New Haven. Alicia Brown, who is the associate producer at CBS Mornings. My soror and friend, Michelle Turner, host of the Collective Podcast. And me, little old me, Lovebabz Lovetalk. So we are having this conversation from 7 to 8. So it's a dynamic conversation with visionaries, innovators, and disruptors who are making an impact in the industries and beyond, in their industries and beyond. So come hear their tips and insights on smashing the glass ceiling. Yes, that's going to be a wonderful conversation. And if you hadn't had enough of me in the mornings and you need some of me at night, that'd be a good time to tune in. And then I'm gonna be sitting shotgun for the Omega, the Brothers of Omega Sci-Fi. I think it's the Epsilon Iota chapter. They are celebrating Black women, and I am the moderator for some amazing sisters that they are going to have on tap. And let me tell you who they are. Let me see if I can pull this up. You know, as you age, your eyesight. So I'm moderating Karen DeBose Walton, Alicia Peggy Spearman, Dory Dumas, and Darina Mitchell. So these are all women I dig anyway. Like these are women I know dig anyway. On Wednesday to have a conversation from 6 to 7:30 about salute to women in leadership. And so I'm excited. Anytime I get to be in a space and talk to Black women is a good thing. I happen to be in love with Black women, when I could be in a space with just Black women, I'm happy. Like that's my happy space. So I'm just, that's where I'm at. So let me offer up some prayers. My brother-in-law took a bad fall in the shower a couple of days ago. He is in the hospital, Troy Gwathney, and he's about to have surgery, I guess tomorrow. Got an infection in his lungs, and he broke a vertebrae, and he's got his blood pressure is up. He's got a lot of health challenges at the moment. So I just want to hold him and my sister Lo in prayer, and their sons, hold my nephews in prayer, because it's got to be a challenging time. And so my heart and prayers are with my sister and her family as she is awaiting surgery for her husband. So he's a strong guy. I feel confident that he'll come through this, the way Troy can. I feel confident that he'll come through this and we'll have to, the next 8,000 Thanksgivings, we'll have to listen to these stories. And then we got a one up with our we almost died stories. That's how my family is. I got them all beat because I've got more hospital and near-death stories than they do. But Troy, you running a good neck and neck with me, bruh. You ain't there yet, but you running a good neck and neck. So get well. I'm praying for you, brother. Praying for you. And besides, I want my sister to come to Marrakesh. So get your ass healed. Get healed. I said it. Get healed, brother. Lo, put your device next to him so he can hear. Get healed. I'm gonna send some old school church Pentecostal women over there, put hands on you. That's all. They don't got no church family. So if they had a church family, everybody be there praying right now. That's all right. I got enough prayer warriors to get it right. All my prayer warriors. His name is Troy Gwathney. He's in Piscataway, New Jersey. Get your prayers up to him. I'll send out some more prayers later. That's life. That's life. What else is going on? Oh gosh, I feel like Rip Van Winkle. Like I've been asleep for 100 years. We had a good class last night, small group class. Small group class. That was good. I also will be at the there's a symposium at the law school on what is it on? Something to do with life prison sentencing stuff. I'll pull it up, but I'm leading I'm leading a walk on Thursday, I think. Black History Walk for the participants. I'm gonna have lunch with them and then lead them in a walk into Black ass New Haven. And I'm looking forward to that. And now I gotta find out where it is. Now I've been sending this thing around for days and days and days. Now I can't seem to put my hand on it. That's something. Ain't that something? But anyway, I'm going, and I think it's gonna be facing life. So this is the thing that the Yale Law School is putting together, and it's their spring symposium, facing life. So the Law and Racial Justice Center, which is run up by I believe James Foreman and Kayla Vincent, the Facing Life featuring the Visiting Room Project, co-sponsors Freedom Reads, the Lemon Center, the Afro Am Center. So it's kicking off Thursday, and I'm gonna go. Their first panel is tomorrow evening, introducing the Visiting Room Project. So I'm gonna try to catch that tomorrow night and Kayla Vinson, my soror, and the director of the our fellows program, the Yale Access to Law School Fellows Program. She is the moderator. So Calvin Duncan, Marcus Kondakar, and Daryl Walters will be in conversation. So, the Visiting Room Project is a digital library that is the largest collection of first-person testimonials from people serving death and prison sentences. Oh boy, that is a lot. I probably should have tried to have her on. She could have been on today because today is what, Tuesday. I don't know if I got any space. I'm gonna see if I could get her on. So anyway, so that's taking place Thursday. Then Friday, they've got stuff going on. Post-conviction, legal, advocacy, jailhouse lawyers, and appellate defense attorneys. That's from 10 to 11. And then they've got more folks on panelists, and then they got another panelist at 11:15, mass incarceration, racial injustice. I wonder if I could. Do I have a show on Thursday? If I have guests on Thursday, it's gonna be tough. Oh, I do. I have a guest at 10. Otherwise, I would go and try to make that panel. I would try and go make that panel. Anyway. Oh, let me get back to it. Because I was telling you what it was. So it's 2 days, I guess Thursday evening, and then all day Friday, they got stuff going on. So I'll probably make the mass incarceration, racial injustice, and opportunities for relief panel at 11:15. So it's about an hour. I'm gonna make that, and then there's I think this one is at Next Haven. Okay, and then in the evening, 6 to 7, community support for those confined in jail. And James Foreman is the moderator for that. And that'll be Jimmy Robinson, Daryl Walters, Ray Boyd, and they'll be on to talk about that. And then books for purchase by Possible Futures. And then another panel at 7:30 to 8:30. We all have a role to play disrupting mass incarceration. So, if you're interested in this stuff, this would be a good thing to go to. If you're interested in this kind of thing, you have to be interested in it. And I am, so there's that part. So you can find it online. And I hope people go and check it out, participate, because it's a good idea. And I think it'll be a wonderful opportunity for you to get immersed in this level of social justice work. That's what I'm saying. No, I don't have the link. Oh, I don't have the link. Ugh. Doing that. So anyway, yes. So anyway, I guess word on the street will show up in a few minutes. I know Paul is out there scouring these mean streets in New Haven. Don't say mean streets in New Haven. They're the kind and gentle streets of New Haven. The interesting streets of New Haven. I'm just saying mean streets because that speaks to film noirs. So New Haven, New Haven has a lot of things, but I don't know about a film noir. I guess you could. Yes, a film noir, but that's not mine. That's not what I'm trying to get across. So he's out there in these complicated streets of New Haven. How about that? Complicated like John Shaft streets of New Haven. We gotta get Paul a leather jacket. Okay, I'm sorry, a vegan jacket. Paul, you need a black vegan jacket. Because if you're gonna be out there in them streets walking like you on 110th Street, you got to get that New York attitude. And a New York attitude is just a New Haven attitude can be a modified New York attitude. So I think you need theme music. I think you need a vegan leather jacket, and we gotta get you some fly ass sneakers. So you might want to run into Sneaker Junkie and see what they got. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I know you listening. This is what you need, Paul, and you need a cooler yarmulke. I know they make them. I know they make leather or faux leather, vegan leather yarmulkes. You got to trick one out. I'm gonna look for one for you. I mean, if you're gonna be walking these streets representing, you gotta represent. You need some fly sneakers, you need a fly jacket, you need a fly yarmulke, and you need a word on the street t-shirt. That's all I'm saying. And some fly jeans, but we'll work on the jeans because I could hear your mind already making me spend too much money. I hear you. I hear you talking. So yeah. So Harry, we need to trick Paul out. If he's gonna be out there working word on the street, he gotta look like the part. He can't be out here looking like 5-0. Wait, did Harry just put a message in the chat? Now I gotta pull it up. Now I gotta look. His toes need to be able to poke out the sneakers. Oh wow. All right. But in the wintertime, it's not time for open toe sandals. I know. I know people are ready. I'm ready. But you gotta get some fly sneaks. Go on to the sneaker people over there on chat. Just run in there and say, listen. Plus, I want to know what they're doing there. Do they trade sneakers? They sell sneakers? Get you some fly sneakers. And then a fly vegan leather jacket. You need one. It's time. Come on. Step into your inner John Shaft. Harry, he needs some music. We need some music. And it could be something jazzy. Something jazz with a little hip hop overture. A little jazzmatazz. We need that. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, I know it's not unheard of. It's not unconscionable. You could do it. You could absolutely do it. Do it till you flew it. Okay. So, if it's another day in America, that means more children were killed. We are the killing of children capital of the world. We take great pride in killing children, school children, because if we didn't, we would stop it. But since we're not willing to stop it, and it was only 3 kids. I mean, everybody's like, I have 3 kids. That's not enough. That's not enough to make sensible gun laws. Take automatic weapons out of the hands of anybody and everybody. That's okay. No, we want to delve into the why part. All right. I feel you. Oh, here comes word on the street. Stop me, somebody. Hey, Paul.
Good morning, Babz. How you doing?
I'm good.
I'm on Sherman Ave with Candace. You want to say good morning to Babz?
Babz, good morning.
Hey, Candace.
So, Candace, what's the word on the street today?
Well, the word on the street today with me, I'm going to do my real estate exam today. And after that, just go out, lunch, have some fun with my husband. Just enjoy the day.
Well, so for most of us, we don't know what a real exam is. I'm guessing is it to get your license?
The real estate exam, yes, is to get my.
Oh, the real estate exam.
Yes.
So it's not like the biology exam or the math exam.
No, it's to sell property, real estate.
I took Roberta Hosky's class twice.
You took Roberta Hosky's class twice.
Oh, really? I went to American Alliance in West Haven.
Yay.
So you want to become someone who sells real estate?
Yes.
And was that a dream you've had for a long time, Candace?
It's not a dream I've had for a long time. More like a recent dream as an adult to become become more financially stable and just different
It's
taxes.
not why people do it. They get tired of renting. They want to have an income.
Yeah. It's more so people get tired of renting, and it's more like a big payoff. You know, you work hard, you get a big payoff. So it's not a steady, you're living check to check per se, but you're not living check to check per se. You know, because the commission will be a couple of $1,000. Work hard for the next one.
So what gave you the idea specifically? Like one day did you say, I'm tired of working at this office or something?
Definitely.
So where were you?
I always been in the mindset of being a business owner and working for myself. So I've worked in the hair salon, I've done home care, like private home. And me and my fiance now are into the idea of opening up an orphanage.
Oh,
Yeah, because he grew up in the DCF. So we want to reach out to the youth and help children who are in need.
so you got two things going today.
Yeah.
You want your real estate license, but this sounds like something kind of different, this orphanage.
Yeah. This is something like more long term, more longevity. You know, that we want to keep going when we build a family. So keep helping children in need, and you know, even adults who feel like it's too much, you know, for them to handle. We'll take the children off their hands.
That used to be like such a bigger thing here before there was DCF. You had different
Right.
communities. I know people who grew up like at the Jewish Kids Center that no longer exists at Dixwell.
Right.
So tell me about studying for this exam. How long have you had to do it, and what did it entail? You mentioned the place you go, American Alliance.
Yeah, I was registered at American Alliance in West Haven. The exam, the school itself is a pretty good school. They go by your pace, so you can finish class whenever you're ready to finish class. There's no set time limit, which worked out perfectly. You know, everyone has a work schedule and stuff like that. So worked out pretty good. And then
How long you been studying?
it's November.
November. And do you have another job you have to fit it in with?
Yes,
So what do you
actually,
do
I
now?
do CNA. I'm a nurse's aide at Apple Rehab in Shelton Lakes.
So that means people have had physical injuries and go to rehab?
Yep.
So do you help them learn how to walk or use their arms
We
again?
basically, as a nurse's aide, we have physical therapy there, but as an aide, I help them with their living activities, like people who need help getting up, getting dressed, or washing up, basic things we take for granted. I help them.
You like that job?
I do. I love helping people.
I can tell. And you have that today too? You off today?
Yes.
When does that start? What shift?
I do second shift. I work 3 to 11.
Oh. So in other words, you're going to go take your exam. What time?
Today is at 1 o'clock.
And where is that?
After that, in Milford, Connecticut. And then after that, I'll be going straight to work.
Whoa. So you got a lot on your plate, Candace. And you live here in the Mandy building, so you rent.
Yeah.
How's that?
Has its ups and downs. For the most part, because I've been here most of my life. Actually.
In this building?
Yeah.
Like you grew up here as a kid?
Yeah.
Really?
And so 30 years.
So since you were -5?
Yeah.
So you grew up in this building?
Yeah.
And now as an adult, you live in this building? Wow. Why? So it must be okay.
I mean, I've
You wanna
tried to find different areas, but it's like this area itself is more convenient because I have laundromat over here, grocery store, gas station, you know, and it's walking distance.
It is. Yeah, it's convenient.
Yeah.
Now, did different people own it, I guess? Because there was no Mandy when you were 15, right?
No, it was another group from New York. It was just called Sherman Avenue Partnership Group. So they owned it before. And before they owned it, it was actually a nice couple that my mom was good friends with for a long time before the husband passed away. They were the Dukas, Mr. and Mrs. Duka, were the first owners. They were great.
So what did you learn being a renter all this time and seeing different owners in terms of if you become a person in real estate?
What did I learn? I learned not to be slack.
Not to be what?
Slack, like
Not to be slack.
a
Not to let
bad
things go.
landlord, yeah. Because being that I went through 3 different owners with this place so far, everybody does business differently. Everybody handles stuff differently. So I learned when I go into real estate and I'm a property owner, what I want to do and I would want to live and want my things accommodated. So I'm going to do the exact same thing for my tenants and people that I work with.
You mean in terms of how you want to live?
Right.
So you want to own properties too with your real estate license. You want to be a landlord.
A property investment.
So are you going to be Candy Mandy?
No, we
No.
thinking more like Hitman Realty or something.
Okay. Does your mom still live here?
My mom lives in South Carolina, actually.
So you stayed. Have you been in the same apartments as teenagers or different ones
Well,
in the building?
It was different.
And what's the name of this building?
We first lived in a 2-bedroom. Then when I became a teenager, we moved into this 4-bedroom right here. And then in 2009, I moved here to a 2-bedroom.
Babz, do you have any questions for Candace?
I'm just fascinated by your energy around this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to root that Candace is going to ace that exam
Thank you.
because we need
Oh.
Candace. Instead of Mandy, we might want Candace in doing the real estate in New Haven. What do you think, Babz?
I
we
love
also
her. I
have
want. Well, I'm ready
we
for
also-
Candy.
Sorry to interrupt you, but the real estate has become a passion of mine because I went to homeless shelters and I've eaten at soup kitchens and things like that, and I've seen veterans that made me feel so bad. I'm like, for these people that want to sacrifice their time and possibly their lives, and then come back here and don't have anything. I was like,
What do you mean you were homeless shelters?
For a long time, well, not for a long time, for a little bump in my life, I was having financial trouble. So luckily, I could afford my rent. It's just that everything else fell by the wayside. So I had to go to a soup kitchen to eat.
Oh, so you didn't stay at a homeless shelter.
No, I didn't stay at a homeless. It was like a soup kitchen or food pantry. I would go just to have meals or get a few things to groceries, whatever they had in the house.
Candace,
So-
it seems like you bring a lot of different life experiences to how you're envisioning
I definitely-
being in the real estate industry.
Yeah. So I talked to a lot of veterans at the soup kitchens and food pantries, and it's just like when I started learning real estate and I learned about the VA loans and how they can get in homes for free. And I'm like, they must not know about this because why would they be in this situation?
So you're someone that could be able to go to.
I'm gonna help them out.
Babz, any last questions? You let Candace get ready, bring her dog King inside, and
Good luck, Candace.
fuck Candace.
Thank you so
luck.
much. Nice to meet you, Babz.
Well,
Nice to meet you.
Candace and Paul are going to sign off from Sherman Avenue, Word on the Street on Lovebabz, Lovetalk, and WNHH FM, New Haven's home.
Oh, that was very nice. What an uplifting story. But we pretty much get a lot of uplifting stories. So very happy about that. You know. Hooray. Hooray, 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 hooray. Well, I think she'll do fine. She's studied, she's ready. I know how long and arduous I know how long and arduous the studying can be and the classes for it. So I think, high five, Candace. We cheering for you here. And Paul, get her information so she could call you and tell you if she passed, so we can shout her out. We want to know. Now I want to know. I want to know if she passed and then where she lands. So make sure you get that information because I want to know. And that's why we need somebody to sponsor us some coffee cards. Somebody donate some coffee cards to us. It's like little $5, $10 coffee cards. So when we run up on people, we can give them a coffee break. They give them a coffee break. Should do that. And if we can't get nobody to sponsor it, Paul, we should take it out of our budget. It's $50 a month, right? Or $100 a month. We get $5 coffee cards so people could just go get a cup of coffee, and a donut or a bagel or whatever, something. So Anyway, that's my thought. I'm sticking with it. So yes. Anyway, uh, that's pretty good. What else is going on? Oh yeah, Stop Solitary is having a moment right now. There are affairs at somewhere, somewhere doing something, and yes, ugh, a lot to do, a lot to think about, a lot going on. Um, yeah. Let's see. 3 Yale choirs are going to get together, the Yale Institute of Sacred Music, April 21st, 7:30. The choral prayers with the Yale Schola Cantorum, conducted by David Hill. And then April 30th, To Sit and Dream with the Yale Camerata, conducted by Felicia Barber in Woolsey Hall. So that might be lovely to hear. If you've not heard sacred music, this might be a good time for you to hear it. So that'd be wonderful. Let's see what else is going on. I already talked about Florida and the Michelangelo foolishness. I don't want to talk anymore about it. I just feel like if admission officers across this country, if you see students coming from Florida, look long and hard at that application. I don't think they're trying to send their best and brightest to the universities. I think they're systematically trying to dumb down Floridians and ultimately the country. But that's just my take on it. You know, that's just my take on it. And I'm gonna stick by it. So anyway, life is good. Life is good. Life is good. Let's see what else is happening. I wanna tell you about more stuff. Oh, um, our the ED application search requirement is up for the Arts Council. Go to our website. You can log in if you know people, send it around. We are looking for an executive director. And it's not a bad pay scale. And if you like New Haven, want to play in New Haven, want to live in New Haven, this might be the great job for you. You know, I think it would be a great job for somebody. So I want to see some good applicants come through. And the only way we're gonna have good applicants come through is if y'all help us. If y'all help us. Is if y'all help us. So okay, so okay. All right. I'm gonna do what y'all say do. Good with that. Ray Boyd. I'm good with that. Yeah. So all right. So the walking tour will be Thursday at 12, which is fine. I'll wear sneakers so I could really take a good walk, which I probably could use. And I gotta find my uh, pamphlets. So I'll reach out to the Historical Society people and grab some more. Although I saw them somewhere. Maybe it was at maybe I saw them at the Beinecke. Maybe it wasn't the Beinecke. It was somewhere. Oh gosh. Now I gotta go look for these things. I can see them, but I can't see where I saw them. You know what I mean? Like I can see them, but I can't see where I saw them. Oh, my voice feels strained. I'm drinking more spa water. Ooh, spa water, cucumber, lemons, ginger. That's what I'm doing, people. I'm drinking my spa water. Felt good to go to bed, though, I must say. Class was good last night. I got a gazillion books that I've got stacked around that I need to get to. And I have to figure that out. I have to figure that out. And I don't know how to figure that out. I think I know what to do, but figure that out. So let's see. So tomorrow, what is today? Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow I got Oni is coming on. Looking forward to talking to Oni. I was with him at the Storytellers Retreat last week, and it was so nice to see him because I don't see him enough. So I'm with Oni tomorrow. Thursday, Janet Garcia Hallett to talk about her book, Invisible Mothers, women who have mothers who have gone to prison. I had a talk with her at Possible Futures Sundays ago, and it was really nice. I enjoy her. And then I wind down Women's History Month with one of my favorite people, Patty Russo, because Patty Russo is getting geared up for the Yale Campaign School this summer. This the bigger the week-long commitment. And so she's coming on to just, make one last push for people getting their applications in and people, getting ready to think about running for office, think about running offices, and all manner of things connected to a campaign. So she'll be on Friday. That'd be my capstone. I believe Lieutenant Governor Susan Bicewicz will be on in the 9 o'clock hour, sometime in the 9 o'clock hour, to talk about this. They pulled together across some states a reproductive group of folks, lieutenant governors who are working to ensure that women have access to reproductive health. So she's going to come on for a few minutes to talk about that, and I'm very excited about that. So I will see her. They're trying to work it out now for Friday, so we'll see if we can get her on Friday so she can talk about that. She's already had a press conference. The other fellow lieutenant governors have had their press conferences about this, and so now they are just rolling it out a little deeper, a little further for the populations. So I can't wait to have this conversation with her because I serve on the board of Planned Parenthood of Southern New England, and I'm excited. Anytime you can get women to further the cause, or anybody to further the cause of women's health, I'm for it. I'm here for it. So I'm looking forward to that. So I've got some good talking to do today. I got some good talking to do the rest of this week. Today is the only day that's not programmed up. How did that happen? I don't know. Maybe nobody jumped at it. I wished I would have thought about this a little deeper because I would have tried to get Kayla on. But what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to reach out to her when I get off air and see if I can't get her on. At least for a few minutes to tomorrow. If I could squeeze her in tomorrow, like in the 9:30 hour, and then push word on the street up to like 9:50. It's like just like a few minutes to talk about this. Just a few minutes. It's like, hey, do you got 15 minutes to come on and talk about what the importance of this is? Gosh, no. Sometimes when I'm doing this work and there's so many things that I can't get to, so many things that I can't schedule, so many things that I can't, and I hate saying that I can't do something. That just makes me crazy. Like, what do you mean I can't? What? But there's only so many hours in a day, and I only have a 2-hour show. Not only have a 2-hour show, I have a 2-hour show, which is unheard of in radio. Like that's like people don't understand. First of all, people are amazed that I'm on every day for 2 hours and I just talk. I was like, well, I was that kid that was sent to the office every day for talking. So all my teachers, if they're still alive, would be like, I knew that girl. And I have to tell you, this is my favorite thing to do. And the fact that Paul Bass lets me do it for 2 hours every day? Are you kidding me? This is like this is not even work. But the work part is scheduling stuff. That's a bit challenging, because you just want to get all the people in and you want to get all the things in, and I love having word on the street as part of this whole thing because people enjoy it, and I get stopped all the time about asking about past word on the streets, and there's a couple of people who are trying to run into Paul, hoping to be on. So, and I find that quite amusing. I was like, "What? You doing what? You stalking him? Are we gonna have a problem? Is this a problem?" No, they're just genuinely a fan of the whole concept and the idea, and I appreciate it. So, uh, it shows New Haven as a very interesting place, and it is, by all accounts, I think, a very interesting place. Uh, So feel free to check us out all the time. And you can always go back because what I love about all of this that it lives in the internet. It just hangs out, lives there. You can find it. You could Google it, and it's right there. And plus Harry does a great job of keeping things in order, right? So there's places where you can go to get all this stuff, all the shows and listen in and let me shout out Fly Tie. Fly Tie, shout out to you, brother. I dig your whole scene. Marcy Lynn, I dig your scene. I like everybody's just doing their thing. And I just love it. Like I see people on other shows. Like I saw Joe Ugly that I hadn't seen. He was on Justin's show. I hadn't seen Joe Ugly in quite some time. So when I was flipping through my Facebook page, it came up. Now it was a week ago. So I missed it live, but it was nice to see Joe Ugly. So I could go back and listen to it and just catch up with him and hear what's going on with him. So I might send him a text like, "Hey, what's going on, brother? You all right? What's going on?" Because I hadn't talked to him in a minute. So this is what I like about all of this. And everybody's show is very different. And so I don't ever feel like I always see people on other shows like, "Oh, I would have liked to talk to them," but I'm glad they're being talked to, right? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the only game in town, which I love that because I think there's other people that bring fresh perspectives and ask interesting questions and have a different concept. You know, I mean, we're all talking, and I think that makes for a better community when different people are talking to different people. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that makes for a really great sense of community. I love Justin's show. I love Fly Tie's show. It's really good. I like catching Marcy Lynn when I could catch her. Those are the ones that I dig very much. And I think they're really amazing people. And they're having really great conversations and really, really great guests. Really great guests. So I mean, I catch Paul Bass on Dateline New Haven, and Paul gives somebody 15 minutes. Paul's not having a long, in-depth conversation with you. He's gonna get right to the heart of the matter, and then you out. So, but I like catching it. Normally, I can catch Dateline New Haven when I'm at my inner city office, and I could log in from inner city office. And listen in to people. And my favorite thing is jazz. I listen to the jazz quite often when it's on because I enjoy that so much. So yeah. So WNHH is a great necessary community. I mean, I listen to YBC. I love Juan Castillo. I had Juan on the show. I love talking to Juan, and I like to listen to them periodically. So, Daryl Huckabee, I listen to him. We're on at the same time, but I can catch him sometimes. So yeah. So I don't have. I'm long since given up a competitive sense. I don't have that. I think we all win. I mean, we all win. I think there's a place for everybody at the table, right? Every voice is different. Different people like different things. Everybody's finding an audience that speaks to them. Everybody's finding an audience that digs what they do. I like that. So I'm not competitive. I'm not I'm like, oh, I have to get this person before that person. Sometimes, and Lucy Geldman's show. I love her show. I love the way she tackles art things. And I like that. And sometimes she has a guest on. I'm like, man, I would like a crack at that guest, you know. And the beauty of it is I can. I absolutely can. I absolutely can, you know. And sometimes she has a guest. I was like, well, I don't know if I could ask any better questions or have any better conversation than what Lucy just had with that person. And then I'm good. You know what I mean? Or I'll see Lucy's show and I'll be like, oh, I'm so glad she's talking to them, because I would see somebody in my mind's radar and you know, doing all the things, I can't get to them fast enough. And so she has gotten to them and booked them and had a conversation with them. And I'm like, yes, I'm so glad to see that. Do you know what I mean? Because there are people out there who are doing cool stuff and I may not get to them. But there's 3 or 4 other people who will get to them. I love that. I love that. I love it. So, you know, we just do what we do. We just do what we do. And I think we do a great job. And I think the New Haven landscape would be missing a great deal if we weren't a part of it. You know, if we weren't a part of it. And there's room for all of it. People can listen to NPR. I listen to NPR. You know, I listen to NPR. I listen to all kinds of stuff, right? Because it's necessary. You cannot just listen to one thing. I like to believe, I'm multifaceted, multidimensional, and many splendid. I like a lot of things. And I like information from a lot of places. You know what I mean? Like I like a lot of information. That keeps you media literate. And I don't just listen. Like my boss yesterday had Fox News on in the office because we have a giant screen TV in our office and we listen to news mostly. But a lot of times we just watching Gunsmoke and and 70s shows or whatever. But we watch a lot of news. So he had Fox on. And without me even looking up, I knew it was Fox News. And we do this all the time because he's always like, he'll put it on. I was like, and I'll yell out, I know that trifling Fox News is on. I can just tell by the foolishness and the ridiculousness of the conversations. I just know it when I hear it. I was like, when I hear it, I'm like, is that Fox News? And he's like, I look up, I see it. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I can't tolerate it. But you have to listen periodically just to sort of get a vibe about, you know, well, what's the level of foolishness and stupidity and ignorance that they're willing to add to the larger conversation today. And you tune in, and you're like, oh, okay, good. There they go. They're adding to the dumbing down of America in real time. And it's painful. It is painful. And we're going to pay dearly and deeply for Fox News in the long run. We're going to pay dearly and deeply for Fox News and the shenanigans and the foolishness and the mayhem that we allowed them to poison the American airwaves with. We have deliberately done that. And they know it, right? Like the owners know it. Like Murdoch knows it. Like they knew what they were doing when they set themselves up. And they're not news. And so lawsuit after lawsuit, oh, we're not a real news outlet. We're not news. Well, we know that. But I'll say this. I am deeply troubled by how many people are willing to not broaden their intellectual capacity for news and information. I'm deeply troubled by that. And when I look out across America, you know, I used to have a very romantic view of America. and it's becoming more and more jaded. I still believe that the best is yet to come, but there is a fine mist that covers things, and I can't get beyond it. I look out and I just see people and so much anti everything, anti everything. And maybe this is a moment. Maybe this is the moment that, will propel us into the next moment where we see the error of things and we strive to be better humans. I don't know. In this moment though, I think we are lacking in humanity. So that's how I feel, people. And I'm an American. I'm generations in, right? Generations in, American, and whatever that means. And each of us are defining that. And I guess maybe that's the beauty of America, that we define it as we go. That we got a jump off. We got a tool by which to build from. We got some structure in which to build from, and we could go in any direction of our making and our choosing. I guess that's the beauty of America, that is still becoming. And maybe that's the hope. That's where hope lies, that we're still becoming. And even though we've come so far and so much further to go, and so much violence and trauma and all the things, that the hope is in we are becoming. That somebody had a dream about what these United States could be. Somebody had a dream that they didn't even know. They just like, well, I'm a project a dream into a future and see what happens. So I don't even think they knew. I think there was a bunch of dreamers, and I think they just thought, well, and here we are. So I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back at 10:15. Go give me some more spa water. Y'all be good now. I'll be right back.
Hi, this is Babz Rawls-Ivy from New Haven, Connecticut, and you're listening to WNHHLP 103.5 FM, streaming live at newhavenindependent.org.
While COVID may not stop a baby's heart, isn't a child with a rising fever, cough, and chills enough to make your heart skip a beat? Children are 19% of reported COVID cases, with higher rates in Hispanic and Black children. Vaccinated 6 months to 5-year-olds are 80% less likely to get COVID, which means 80% healthier New Haven 1-year-olds and 100% happier New Haven parents. To learn more, visit nhvvax.org.